if we trust my system record, then it is probably we are live. And I welcome everyone to our GameFi, Metaverse, and SocialFi pitching session. Thanks a lot, Abdul Rahman, our VC analyst, for helping us to bring it up and select the projects. And yeah, let's start right away. As usually, before the most exciting part, startup pitches, we let VC investors, active investors who are joining our sessions, introduce themselves as well as their investment focus. So maybe let's start with Federico from FunFair Ventures. Federico, would you love to introduce FunFair Ventures to us?
Sure. So FunFair, we're mainly focusing on early startups, a bit of the gaming, NFT, Metaverse, and DeFi space. We are mainly focusing on providing advisory to all of the business we invest. So we have expertise in the blockchain for more than 5 years, but also in blockchain financing and reporting. So that is our main focus.
Cool. And what is your average ticket size?
We go between 100K to 250, sometimes more, but usually around those numbers.
Perfect. And welcome, Federico. You are first time participating in our pitching sessions. So hope you will love the startups from today and maybe follow up for the deal, find your new portfolio deals today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Jay from Alphabit, would you love to introduce your fund?
Nelly, I mentioned Jay will join later on, so he'll be joining me later.
Okay, then Casey Law from Newman Capital. Casey?
Hi, everyone. It's Casey here from Newman Capital. Newman is a early stage venture capital firm. We mostly focusing at the moment, our mandates are Web3 social, on-ramp, off-ramp, anything consumer-enabled journey that will drive massive adoptions. Our ticket size are usually around sort of 150 to 300, given the current climate. But sometimes we do some of the bigger ticket size. We recently did a notable investment such as Scroll, Art Labs, and we also did quite a big investment in the gaming chain, which we're not allowed to disclose yet, but I'm sure you guys will find out soon. Besides investing, we're also very hands-on with our portfolio company. So we do a lot of incubation works for them, from marketing, GTM, tokenomics, gameplay, anything like that. We will try to help our portfolio company get to where they want to be. Very looking forward to see a lot of startups today. And thank you again for the invite.
Thank you, Casey, and welcome. And wow, it sounds like you have really big infrastructure for supporting portfolio projects. One clarifying question, which is, I'm sure, interesting to all founders here. Are you potentially ready to be the first investor on cap table, or you prefer to follow up when other investors are already in?
It's very good questions. I guess it really depends on the deal. But yes, we do let some of the rounds beforehand. So yeah, I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, it answers it perfectly. Thank you. Thank you, Casey.
Cheers. Thank you.
So Alex from Yellow Rocks, also first time in our pitching session. However, we already exchanged some deal flow previously. So Alex, would you love to introduce Yellow Rocks to us?
I want to present not Yellow Rocks, a platform for collective investments, PIPEC. Our focus is blockchain infrastructure startups after the first investment and before the public rounds. And our average ticket size is $3,000, and we are partners of Yellow Rockets.
Perfect. Thank you, Alex, and hope you will find some good deals today. Yeah, Tobias from Blockchain Founders Fund. Tobias, are you here? No. Okay, in order to avoid confusion, investors, please, if I missed anyone who is already here in Zoom, because since you don't love to use your real names in the Zoom nicknames, let me know. Okay. Abdul, can you unmute yourself?
We have Pasha from UF Ventures.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Pasha from UF Ventures. Can you please introduce us, UF Ventures? You are also first time today.
Hi, everyone. So UF Ventures, we invest mostly in infrastructure projects. We mostly focus on Web3 projects. Our ticket size is normally from 100K to 500K. The sweet spot, I would say, 250. We have different partners. One of them is a cybersec company. The other one is a crypto exchange, the regulated one. Yeah, that's us.
Awesome. And just to clarify, UF Ventures prefers specific verticals, or you are vertical agnostic all over Web3 and crypto?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take over that. It's Victor from UF Ventures as well.
Hi, Victor.
Yes, nice to meet you all. We do all verticals. We try to be agnostics in this regard, but now our focus on GameFi, SocialFi, and Metaverses is quite bigger than previously, I would say.
That's perfect. Then you are in the right place right now. Welcome, Pasha and Victor, and hope you will find good deal flow today.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
So let's not wait until the latecomers. We will let other investors introduce themselves later if they got a little bit late. And the most exciting part, the startup pitches. So the first one to pitch today is Leo Khan from Undeads. Leo, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess I was born ready, so.
Sounds cool. Don't forget, please, that you have 5 minutes to pitch, and then we will have Q&A with investors, okay?
Yeah, happy to do that. So I think I'm just going to share my screen real quick, and so hopefully you guys can see it. It's asking me to quit and reopen, but let's try if it's going to let me do it. If not, then I'll just bounce real quick and then come back again. But let's try one more time. I think it should work. All right.
Yes, please.
I don't know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, we see your screen very well, so the microphone is yours.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I know we are on a bit of a time crunch and we only have like 5 minutes for this, so I'll keep it pretty fast. I talk fast, so hopefully you guys can keep up and you can take notes. The session is recorded anyway, so you can always revisit. So I'm Leo Khan, CEO of Undeads. So we are a triple-rated A game on the blockchain. As you probably know, our model is very simple. It's play, earn, and survive. Look, guys, there's a lot of great stories. Games are all about storytelling. You probably heard about The Last of Us, which is now become an HBO show. It's a worldwide hit. I've been playing that game actually since I was in college, to be honest with you. So I played the first version and the second version as well, the game number 2, and now the show is out. So it's our story is pretty similar. It's in a apocalyptic world, right, where things go bad, and I'm sure you've played Call of Duty or you've played Resident Evil and stuff like that. So along those themes, but we have our own twist. We have our own story, and it's phenomenal. It's an amazing gameplay, an amazing story. I can run the gameplay for you like real quick. So we have a bit of an ad, so I'll just pause for a second so you guys enjoy this.
It's without sound.
It's without sound. Okay. I guess sound is not coming through, but I'll kind of like do the walkthrough. So kill to earn, shoot to play, survive. It's kind of a a bit of a gameplay. It's very hard to create a AAA rated game within the blockchain because there's so much technical issues, and especially when you're making the game VR ready from day one. That's one of the trickier parts, and that's what's wrong with blockchain gaming today, right? Whether it's Sandbox, whether it's any other games that are out there, there are about 1,500 games in the ecosystem. Either the design is pretty poor or the chain isn't right. There's a lot of lag, and the games are just struggling. So we said, you know what, and let's put an end to this and create a studio level type of game that comes to the blockchain that has a traditional element to it, and then crypto gaming as well. That's what we're basically trying to do, and that's what basically what GameFi is all, it's all about. You spend so much time in loving the game, and the game doesn't love you back. What I mean by that is you're spending time on the game, spending thousands of hours, but you're not earning anything. So we're the exact opposite of that. The more you play with us, the more time you spend with us, the more you earn. And then there are multiple ways of you minting products, great NFTs. By the way, our mint is live, and some whales actually jumped onto the opportunity, and some of these mints, like these boxes and potion boxes that you see on your screen, were minted for like 35 ETH, 24 ETH, 27 ETH. I mean, they're like all over the place, and we were like, wow. I mean, even in crypto winter, people are just like buying all these potions and boxes and so forth. So that kind of like tells you the bravado of the investors that we're attracting, who are basically investing in our mints. So there's 5 ways to basically earn. It's grind to earn, whether you're doing like these local jobs within the metaverse environment. Rent to earn. Yes, you can buy properties and you can rent those properties. So let's say you create a safe house and people want to come and be in that safe house so they can survive more. You can create all that, and you're going to charge money to that. Some people just like to craft things. They don't want to play games, and they're like, I'm a builder. I don't care. I don't want to shoot zombies and other people, and I just want to do that. So yeah, you can create great environments. You can create great cities, houses, what may have you, tunnels, all that great stuff. Play to earn, that's a very basic model. Work to earn, it's a bit of a gig economy. So you do these little gigs for other people, and then you can make some money. And again, a traditional way is the more you kill, the more you make money. So there's 6 ways to monetize in our game, and that's what it is. You saw the demo. That's the level of creativity and the game and the storytelling that we're basically bringing to the blockchain. So it's superior VR experience, again, from day one. Amazing tokenomics that keeps it level-headed for everyone. So that's what our community is excited about. We are 55,000 strong folks in our Discord community. Every member has been verified. You cannot get into our Discord community without verifying your your phone number. So none of them are bots, none of them are fakes. So it's a great community, and I do AMAs with them all the time. This is a bit of a struggling screen, I would say, but it's very cliche, right? 70% of our audiences are male. We need more female gamers, right? That's kind of like what I would say. So 50-50 would be a great audience. But unfortunately, from 18 to 35, that's basically what our audience is. And most of these folks are in North America and EMEA. That's where these guys reside, and South America is huge for us. That's basically our target audience. That's where most of our people are from. Some of the key metrics, you might be wondering, VCs, you love numbers. Yeah, there are about 1,500 games out there. Some are great, some aren't, to be honest with you. Look at the daily trading volume. You probably know this better than I do, right? It's 1.5 billion. Our market cap is about 8 billion. And there are about 38 different chains out there. We can be chain agnostic, so we're not really tied to a chain, so it doesn't really matter. And the daily gamers are about 1.2 million folks who actually come every single day and they do it. And Ethereum is basically dominating this when it comes to chain wars, as I would say. But then again, we're not limited to a certain amount of chain that we'd say, hey, we can only build it on Ethereum and not Binance Smart Chain or anything else, or Polygon or so forth. So that's kind of like the data. So our go-to-market strategy is pretty awesome. Every single logo that you see here, we've literally spoken to them and they've showed interest, right? So if football or soccer, if you're in the US like me, is your thing, then yeah, we've got great companies who want to partner with us. These are great, soccer brands that want to partner with us and do that. And they're not quite expensive either as well. So how do you bring a studio level quality to Web3 gaming? You partner with a studio. Warner Brothers, they are a partner, and Wasabi is also helping us with our sound as well. So unfortunately, you couldn't hear the sound today, but I'll send this deck to you guys and you can kind of like view it on your own leisure time. But Warner Brothers is a studio. They've been in the game for about 100 years. I love their movies. I love their games. They actually have a game studio. Where they struggle is basically with blockchain gaming. They don't really understand it and they need our help. And we, vice versa, we need their help because they have the studio quality. Like we can go in their studios and record audio and, you know, have access to their artists and designers and so forth. So it's a great partnership with Warner Brothers. I think that's super exciting. That's one of the reasons that people get excited about Undeads is because we were able to strike a partnership with Warner Brothers Studios. So that's definitely huge.
Yeah,
again,
I'm sorry.
reality, like I said, VR is built in from day one. There's multiple games, side games that you can do. Like you can do dog racing, you can do fishing in the game. It's just not about like coming up and shooting people. You got radio control cars. You can just basically go play pool. There's a demo video of that as well. Happy to share that after this call with you guys. So there's a lot of ways of actually having fun in the metaverse, in the Undeads metaverse. Our partnership is very strong. We pride ourselves on
Leo, you have 30 seconds to finish. Sorry for
I'm done in 30 seconds. Thanks for the warning. So tokenomics done by GSR. They actually invested in the company as well. It's just not we're paying them to do the tokenomics. Chainlink, Immutable X, AWS, Unreal Engine, and all those guys, they're all our partners. Nobody Eat. This guy is a behemoth of an individual who is one of also great investors in our company. He owns 33 Bored Apes, 25 Mutant Apes, 3 CryptoPunks. Enough about this individual, but that's the type of individuals who are basically investing in our company. You have Moi, who's actually been your host for this presentation today, but an executive team is phenomenal and they're amazing. We all are gamers and we come from gaming backgrounds as well. So that's basically my pitch. Right on time, and thank you so much for sitting through and looking at Undeads. Looking forward to talking to you in the future.
Thank you, Leo, for presenting, and thanks for keeping the right structure of the pitch. I think it was quite informative, and let's see what questions investors have. So who wants to start? Federico, do you have questions?
Yeah, I have a question if someone, if no one minds.
Yeah, sure. Please go on. Go on.
Yeah, Leo, you showed us a video, which seems like a cinematic, but you pretended that the gameplay video.
It's not actual in-game play. So if that's what the impression that you got, then my apologies. No, it is. It's CG. So it's CGI. So it's not an in-game play. So what I mentioned was I'm happy to send you another video that's more of an in-game play. So I can do that.
All right, and then what the readiness of the game?
The readiness is 51% as of today, as of right now, and our mint is live, so you can actually and we're on different marketplaces, OpenSea, Rarible, and you can basically go and you can look at what other people are selling, or you want to buy or trade, all that stuff. So the mint is live today, and we anticipate the game should come out in the next 3 to 4 months.
So you will finish 49% of the game in 3 to 4 months, right?
We are aiming for that. It's a tough industry, and yeah, I mean, we've got 60 developers working on the game. They literally work day and night. We're trying to achieve this goal. It's a very tough, high bar, and yeah, we're trying that we can deliver this in the next 4 months.
And what amount of funds did you spend till this moment?
So we spent about $2 million on the project. So most of it is bootstrapped. We raised close to about $1 million. 850K is raised so far. That's money in the bank. And then we spent about $2 million. So it's the rest of the money is bootstrap money.
All right, thanks. I'm done.
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Victor. Any other questions to Leo?
Hey Leo, Casey here from Newman. Great presentation, by the way. Just want to ask you a couple of things on GTM. Obviously, I think gaming is a big market. Metaverse gaming is a big market here out in Asia. I see a lot of partnerships you have done are sort of surrounding around European football clubs. Just wondering, have you guys got any plans for sort of GTM in Asia? And if so, would you be able to sort of let us know what your plans are? Keen to hear more.
Yeah, absolutely, Casey. Look, you got to go where your audience is, right? So we know where our users are. I mean, we're big on analytics. North America, South America, and EMEA is basically where most of our audiences are. And I'm not saying that, you know, we're going to completely ignore Asia, but if that's where my audience is, that's where I need to go. But yeah, there are some upcoming plans. I have an entire go-to-market strategy. It's a very detailed go-to-market strategy that I'm happy to share with you, Casey. Thanks for bringing that question up. I will send that to you, and then that pretty much lays out our entire strategy for Asia and Asia Pac.
Yeah, thanks, Leo. And it would be grateful if you could share us the gameplays as well, if you
Absolutely.
do. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you, Leo. I think the rest questions you can follow up directly with investors. You can stop your screen share now.
Yep, will do. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the questions.
Thanks a lot. And before we go with the next startup pitch, I see that another investor joined us with a bit delay. So it's, give me a sec, Harsh from Kyber Ventures. Harsh, could you please give us a brief intro to Kyber Ventures and your investment thesis? Harsh, you're on mute. Hello. Okay, so if you are trying to unmute yourself, maybe you need to rejoin again or do whatever with your tech, and we need to move on. So right now, the next startup pitching, this one is the company NFT Bridges and the founder, Ilan Klein. Ilan, are you ready? Can you please say something? You're on mute, I believe.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Right now, yes.
All right, let me just kind of go to
Presentation mode. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, everybody. It's great to meet you. My name is Ilan Klein. I'm the founder and CEO of NFT Bridges. We are building the SWIFT system for NFTs. Second. Imagine a world like in the real world today, not even in a blockchain, where you have your money in a bank and you cannot move it to another bank. You cannot move it to another country where you get better opportunities, interest rates, investment opportunities, and whatever. If this was a situation in the banking system, there would be no international commerce and the world economy would grind to a halt. This is the situation that is happening right now in the NFT market, and NFT Bridges is building this infrastructure, NFT infrastructure, to fix that. So the NFT market, each player has their own challenges. All the smaller blockchains want to poach collections, collect and liquidity out of Ethereum. All the markets need to be able to participate in multi or cross-chain drops and have additional liquidity, additional access to collectors and collections. Today, if Nelly wanted to do the 10,000 Nelly NFT collection and try to sell it on Ethereum, she would have a big challenge. It's very, very crowded. It's very expensive to mint out, and most collections are not able to do that. But if she would decide to split the collection and sell 3,000 on Ethereum, 2,000 on Solana, 1,500 on BNB, etc., it would be a much easier task to actually sell each portion of the collection, and she will be able to mint out the first day and have a very diverse community that she can continue to monetize later. And as a collector, collectors need the arbitrage opportunities. Right now, if you're an NFT investor, you are basically blocked by the chain where it was minted. By giving collectors the ability to move the NFT where the price is better, you get the arbitrage opportunity, just like in Forex. How big is this opportunity? So in 2022, the NFT market was about $21 billion. It's expected to grow to 147 billion by 2026. The market is growing. It is growing even faster than the crypto market. And I can tell you that it's a very diverse market. When I did the artist collection on Stacks in the end of 2021, most of our biggest collectors were from Russia, Korea, and Singapore. We really didn't expect that, and we made the website in Russian and in Korean to support those people who were so enthusiastic about what we were doing. So it is the easiest way to get people to crypto is through NFTs. DeFi is very exciting, but usually it's really complex and it's hard for people to get in. People like PFP, they like to flex them on social media. You start this way and then the user move on to other things. Most of NFTs are on Ethereum. How to move them and what we're doing enables that. So today, when you hear about the bridge, you usually hear about a bridge that was hacked. And we're very much aware of it, just to kind of make sure that you understand. We are never going to move fungible tokens on the bridge. It's only for NFTs. And if you hack a fungible token bridge, you can just take the tokens you stole, mix them somewhere, go to Binance and sell them in FNO, and you make millions of dollars. With NFTs, it's different, obviously. They're unique. It's really easy to track them, to know in which wallet are they, and you can notify all the markets that this is stolen. And it's really hard to monetize it later, so there's this incentive. Excuse me. The bridge is non-custodial. Nobody in NFT bridges, including myself, has any way to actually go into the bridge and move an NFT anywhere. Even though your NFT is locked in the bridge, you still own it and you can still move it back to your wallet as long as you have the seed phrase, everything is good. So we are living by the old mantra that your wallet, your seed phrase, your property, your NFTs. The bridge is as secure as Web 3.0 allows. How are we going to make money? We're going to make 2.5% on every NFT that's being sold or minted to the bridge. We will charge a small transaction fee for collectors who don't want to sell, they just want to move the NFT from chain to chain. We will offer collection subscription fees where the collectors can move freely as many NFTs as they want for the time of the subscription. We're working with DeFi companies that offer loans for high value NFT that we're going to move from Ethereum to their chains. We're going to do that in all the chains. And obviously, we'll see some fees from over-the-counter crypto sellers and wallets when people need to do a transaction and they're missing some token. This is the team, and this is why we'll be successful. It is an incredible team. I don't want to talk too much about myself. I've been in this space since 2019, and I'm very well versed in the NFT space. Micha is one of the most known and famous creative director in the US. His office is full of Emmy and Clear Award for works that he did for some of the biggest brands in the world. He's going to help us bring brands and creative that make NFTs. Ethan Tan is one of the VPs of venture for Hanwha, and he's helping us raise the money. Trevor is the head of the Stack Accelerator. Is one of the most important figures in the NFT space on Stacks and in other chains. Luis is the head of community growth in Asta and is the best community builder that I ever met in my life. Jamil is the CEO and founder of Gamma, which is the biggest NFT market on Stacks. All of those people are very accomplished, very smart. They all believe in the bridge and work with me to make it a success.
You have 1 minute left.
I am last slide. Thank you for notifying me. We're looking for $1.8 million, the value of 10 and a discount of 50%. We're going to use the money to build 12 bridges in 12 months. On board all the markets in those chains and bring on collections that want to mint cross-chain. I want to just leave you with one nugget to think about. When NFTs from the same collection are going to be in all chains, it's going to be really hard to know if your NFT is true or not, or if it's a fake. The bridge will become the source of truth for all of those collections and will become a pivotal actor in the future of the NFT market. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ilan, for your presentation. And just a short feedback from my side for future. You spent a lot of time explaining market opportunity it's good to have this slider and to present it specifically for investors that are across different verticals and sectors. But here we have very specific Web3 crypto savvy VCs. So they know about market opportunity, no need to spend that much time on this, better to focus on advantages of your project and value proposition. But that's okay, just a short comment. I see Alex unmuted himself. Alex, do you have questions to Ilan?
Yeah, hi. Who's your main competitors and how will you fight him? What is your marketing strategy?
Yes, so there are many bridges, and most of them are fungible token bridges, and they also do NFTs. NFTs is like the secondary business for them. What we do is different, and the way we differentiate is we are going to enable multi-chain minting. No bridge does it yet. It doesn't exist in the market. So again, if Nelly was going to do a collection, we will allow Nelly to mint cross-chain on the first day and hopefully mint out. And the second thing that we are developing is a one-to-many sales strategy, just like a market order. So you can offer your NFT as a collector or even as a collection to many chains at the same time. And the minute one NFT, you can sell NFT in 10 markets in different chains. And then when you sell somewhere, let's say on Ethereum, the bridge pulls back all the other NFTs. They become dormant, they become frozen in the bridge, and only one is available. And this gives distribution to collectors and investors. Again, something that doesn't exist right now. So I think our innovation and also our security structure, which I'm not going to talk about right now in this forum, makes us very different and very attractive.
Alex, do you have a follow-up question?
No.
Okay, all is clear.
I would like to continue personal communication maybe after that.
I would love to do that, Alex, and I really appreciate you doing so.
And just in this context, we will collect feedback from all participating investors after the session, and we'll be absolutely happy to make introductions, warm interest between founders and interested investors to originate deals. Any other questions to Ilan?
Everything is clear, I guess.
Yeah, I give a few seconds to investors to unmute yourself. If not, we can go on. Yeah, I think everything is clear. So Ilan, we will follow up with you shortly. And my team will come back to you. Thanks a lot for your presentation. Great technology.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on. If any other investors joined with a little bit delay, please raise your hand right now or identify yourself somehow, because a couple of more people joined. Yeah? Abdul, do you want to say something? No, I guess no. Okay, moving on. The next startup is from Hong Kong, Only One Limited, and the founder is Leon. Leon, are you ready? Yep.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, Leon. We hear you, we see your presentation, so the microphone is yours, and 5 minutes.
Awesome. So before I start the PowerPoint presentation, I just want to kind of set the grounds and give you a bit more thesis on how we started this company. In short, we help models make money from their fans. We compete with OnlyFans. And how we got to this idea was when NFT first came out around 2021. I thought I'm actually a little bit almost bearish on pure NFT collectibles, because I think the technology can actually do so much more as part of a product rather than just being the entire product. I think it's a very good, perhaps speculative investment instrument, but we're really trying to look into what collectibles in general can do. And I think there's a lot of future of that in gaming and also in social. So I have a lot of experience in social platforms. So naturally, I try to pinpoint some pain points that can actually benefit a lot from the Web3 enabled technology. There's a few problems that we really love to peddle on stage in conferences, on TechCrunch, like decentralization, censorship, but my opinion is that these pain points are actually not that painful enough for people to switch to a rather complicated Web3 platform. I don't really think we need a Web3 Twitter. However, one big problem I think that many people actually have is a very inefficient creator monetization method. Right now, people are resorting to monetizing their own content on OnlyFans, on Patreon, Ko-Fi, Buy Me a Coffee, because the market is really bad and sponsorship deals are getting out of the window. So this is a huge pain point that right now a lot of creators are struggling to improve their own earnings. And so we basically, with that pain point in mind, created this platform to help creators make money. Okay, so we enable creators to earn on Web3. And if I can go to the next slide. So creators are launching collectibles to gate their access as content paywall. It is a very new user behavior that's only enabled because of the recent developments in blockchain technology, because it's finally scalable for people to have microtransactions. However, launching collectibles as a paywall is actually very difficult, expensive, and very slow to do. Like Gary Vee launched VeeFriends, and it would take him weeks, spend thousands of dollars, and it's extremely jargon heavy. Like a normal user from the street, like random Joe, they'll never be able to say, hey, I want to buy this NFT and get access to Gary Vee. You have to go through MetaMask, go through several different platforms. And so we want to solve that problem with a very simple solution. We've developed a site that allows for membership to be launched by using something we call passes. It's basically a semi-fungible token on the Solana blockchain, but for users, that doesn't really matter. They can do it in under 30 seconds for free and start posting exclusive content for their fan base. Our core design principle is really to make this a Web2 experience, right? Like we are straying away from the degen community and really trying to solve a problem in the real world. So it's really important to consider user experience. So we've integrated with Web3 Auth so that users can sign in with email, and also MoonPay so they can pay with credit cards. However, the entire lower layer of this product is in Web3 architecture. And that gives us a lot of advantage over our competitors. And I can get to that in a bit more details later. These passes are also tradable. So fans can buy these passes like a membership of your local country club. And after they find that they no longer want to be a member, they can actually sell this to other fans that want to get access to this content creator. And because of the metadata functionalities of NFTs, semi-fungible tokens, creators can also earn royalties from users trading these passes between each other. Our business model is rather simple. We charge 20% from the initial sale of these passes, and we also charge 5% for any secondary sale. Like I said, we compete with other Web2 platforms like OnlyFans, Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-Fi. There's plenty of other smaller ones. It's a space that has been seeing not a lot of innovation in the past 5 years, even though during the pandemic, this space has been growing exponentially, right? Well, partially because users or people are becoming very lonely because of all the close downs. It's a space that really needs innovation, and we think that we have a product that actually gives them more advantage in terms of creator earnings. Passes is a feature that only we have developed so far, and there's a competitor called passes.com, but for them to do this, it's very manual. It takes a lot of time. For us, anyone can do it in under 30 seconds. And because we're using a direct P2P transaction architecture, we also offer subscription, which is what these creators are very used to. We're able to charge a much smaller fee, almost down to 0%, because of the margin enabled by direct P2P transfers of these funds. The market size, maybe I'll skip this, but premium content platform is the market we're in, and it's about 9 billion per year, dominated by OnlyFans and Patreon. Go-to-market strategy, I'll keep it very simple. This is literally a screenshot that I took an hour ago. It's sliding into DMs. I think it's really important to actually talk to the real customers that are using your competitors to solve their problem, which is to monetize their content. And we've been gaining a lot of early access signups. Right now, we have 80 different models and creators that have already signed up. And in the middle, the white screenshot's actually on OnlyFans. So we've been trying to do vampire attacks on existing platforms to get creators to come in. We've set up referral groups, and the models and creators are very interested to what we have to offer. Some very basic traction. So we've started mid 2021, and we had a token round backed by Animoca Brands and Alameda Research. And since then, we've done a service-based product, which is our proof of concept with creators, where we help them launch NFTs, we help them gate content, and everything is rather manual. But the whole point is to prove that there is a market for it. We've done $3.6 million in gross merchandise value. We charge 10% on average for these launches, so we've made about 100K in revenue. Our entire KPI for the upcoming couple of years is going to be earnings per creator. OnlyFans, on average, creators make $2,000 per year per creator. So our KPI is to beat that, and we're going to launch actually next week for a more public access of this passes feature. Quick summary of our team. Outside of myself, our CTO is from Binance, our designs from Magic Eden. He actually designed the Magic Eden logo. We also have our blockchain lead from the CTO of Perlin, which is layer 1. Like, even though our tech on the surface looks very user-friendly and Web2 centric, the entire underlying technology is Rust, Zig, and very smart contract based. So we want to make this a very efficient system for payments and also these passes and content. Finally, I'll just leave you with a very vague roadmap of our product in the coming year. This is actually an alpha because we're gonna publish this probably the end of the week or next week. And yeah, you see it here first. So whoever's watching on YouTube, you guys got some alpha. That's all I want to share. I want to keep it simple. That's my Telegram. I'll be very happy to answer any DMs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leon. It was very straight to the point. I like it. So, questions to Leon. Please unmute yourself, guys. Investors?
Yep.
Yeah, Victor.
Yes. Hey, Leon. Thanks for presentation. Have you done any specific research on what is real interest between end users in liquid passes, liquid subscriptions?
There's a very big difference between the two in terms of user experience and fan engagement. For one, subscription does not have exclusivity because you can be a creator with 1 million subscribers, and each subscriber would know that they're not someone like special. And the entire buyer's psychology behind subscribing to a creator instead of, say, going to a free content platform is to feel more connected to the creator. So exclusivity is actually one thing that users very much find important. And also, it is a very new user behavior for creators to launch different types of passes. Like we've seen Irene DAO, Angelina DAO. There's a lot of Web3 models that have created these as their own community. But I think this is very much, it's not reaching a lot of mass public because of the friction that is Web3. Wallets and Discord bots, Matrica, it's just not a very easy solution. So we can bring this to the masses by enabling this to be done even with someone that has zero knowledge in crypto.
Victor.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. I saw that Federico also from FunFair Ventures had a question, right?
Yeah, I was just curious to understand. So you said 20% fee on the initial mint, and what's the fee for the recurring payments?
For recurring payments, our original plan is 0% because it's actually one of our go-to-market strategy. For creators, what they really care about is surprisingly not how much user is on the platform. And I can explain why. It's because these paywall platforms are not the same social platform that we see and use every single day. Every creator has a lot of fans. The fans, they don't interact with each other. And that's why creators actually don't really care about the platform's network effect. However, for the subscription model, we can actually charge 0% because we allow for P2P direct payments. However, one of our cap table actually suggested that maybe we should charge a smaller fee rather than no fee. This is still up for discussion.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask another question?
Sure, go on.
So I actually know Patreon quite well, but my question is, what is the added value that you bring to a creator of using your platform versus Patreon, besides the crypto minting of the passes?
When I talk to creators, I tell them three things. Number one, it is direct non-custodial payments. So the funds go directly to your wallet. And for OnlyFans Patreon, on average, it takes a week. And also, they're always susceptible to the banking authorities to shut them down, which actually has happened to OnlyFans. They banned adult content for a week. Secondly, we can charge much smaller fees, near zero for subscription, which is what they are used to, which is what their fans are used to. So we are going to deliver the same experience, but with a much bigger margin for the creators. And number three, passes is a completely new and growing user behavior that I think will gain much more traction in the future if it's not because of the complexity of Web3. And that we can also deliver with almost no complexity of the Web3 technology at all.
Okay.
So they make more money. That's the answer.
Cool. I'll probably catch up later.
Yeah, sure, Federico. Let us know and we will gladly introduce you.
Thank you.
Any more questions to Leon for now? I think for the moment, everything is clear. So Leon, thanks a lot for your presentation and we will follow up with you shortly. Okay, we move on. And the next startup to pitch today is Metaverse and Jonathan King pitching. Jonathan, are you ready? Please unmute yourself so we ensure we hear you well.
Hello, everyone. Hey, Nelly, how are you?
Hi, everything is great. So we see your pitch deck. We hear you well, and the microphone is yours. 5 minutes, please.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. So excited to be here today. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to keep things very simple. I'm going to introduce you guys to the Metaverse ecosystem. And what I want to do first is kind of let you guys know what we're looking for. We really are focused at this moment and in this round on finding some strategic partners. So not only is investment important, but what comes along with that investment. So we've had a lot of calls, we've spoken to a lot of different groups, and what we've really figured out is that when we're able to add some strategic partners to the cap table and to our opportunity, we're going to be able to expand a lot faster. So Metaverse, the ecosystem, evolving NFTs, increase the performance, rarity, and value of your NFTs. So what we've really created is a new gaming experience, and the main focus of it is gamified DeFi. So what we're doing is literally turning DeFi into something that's fun. If you guys have been involved in anything related to DeFi, you know that it's not the most entertaining sector yet. And also Web3 games and play to earn games are a bit difficult. Tokenomics are a struggle. And so what we've done is really created something that is focused on solving a lot of these problems. So this provides NFT users and crypto investors and gamers a novel way to experiment with yield farming and also play to earn gaming to increase the performance, rarity, and the value of their NFTs while generating revenues. So what we're looking for in this current round is 3.75 million for about 15% of the MAD token supply. In addition to that, any strategic partners that invest anything over 200K are qualify for equity in the company as well. A couple of milestones. We've bootstrapped and invested about 3 million to date. And so everything has been built from scratch in partnership with Keveroo Studios. They built season 10 of Oh, now I'm drawing a blank. They worked with Lucasfilm, Star Wars. They built season 10 of. Okay, I don't remember, but I'll share that with you guys later. And we've really focused on partnering with people that can deliver some high quality aspects of the game and the design, and including that, we also own all of the IP. So everything, including the brand, the music, everything is original. We haven't copied anything. We've got a little over 10,000 active Discord members, and they're very engaged at the moment. And we have a private group as well, including our whitelist, over 20,000 Twitter followers. And from start to finish, what we're really focused on is creating an entertaining gaming experience that has a lucrative revenue models for players and investors alike. So we're really combining and bringing Web2 gamers and DeFi investors and NFT investors together to do something that's going to be entertaining. I'm going to talk a bit more about the alpha test a bit later, but we got to about 14,000 transactions in 24 days, which is pretty cool. New trend in gaming, and you guys know that, so I'm not going to go over this too much. That one as well. And so what our focus is to capture the market share is that we're going directly after the DeFi market and NFT investors. Why is that? They are familiar with what we're doing. They're highly incentivized, they're highly engaged. There's not too many options available on the market to have fun while growing your investment, especially if it's an NFT. And they are often more likely to be early adopters, which is where we are. So what we're being able to offer them is that they're going to be able to make their own income. They're going to be able to create their own avatars and own their own avatars and products, and then control their assets. So the first product that we released is the lab, which allows you to not only mint one of the NFTs, but you can upgrade those NFTs through potions and buying upgrades, which changes the capabilities of those, but also increases the value. As everyone has seen, a lot of the NFTs are boring. There's low liquidity, they're easy to replicate. One of our other presenters talked about the problem of authenticity. And so those challenges are often very prevalent in the space. And so what we're doing is trying to create something, or we've created something that combats these things.
Jonathan, 30 seconds, please.
Excellent. So this is our ecosystem. So far, we have the lab, the alpha testing is complete. We had 100 users in the alpha test, and in a 24-day period, they completed over 14,000 transactions. At scale, once we're able to get to 1,000 users, we're actually going to be able to be the #1 game built on Ethereum based on transaction volume. So lots of details in there, and I'll be able to share this with you guys afterwards. But again, our go-to-market strategy and what we're really focused on in closing this round, which we should close seed at the end of April. And the goal is to leverage that capital to go directly to market, list on exchanges, and attract additional users. So this is the plan for that. We've got 2 years of gameplay already built. And so there's nothing else that needs to be developed at this point for our users. So biggest goal is to hit 25,000 users in the next 18 to 24 months. And at that, we will have a very profitable and high revenue business.
Yeah, so thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for your presentation. I'm sorry, but we need to stop here.
No worries, that's fine.
Yeah, so please, questions to Jonathan about Metaverse. Victor, Alex, Frederico, Casey, who has questions? Please unmute yourself, don't forget it. Or maybe feedback.
you guys can also just message me privately. I know you're so excited to jump into this opportunity. So,
okay, if we do not have questions from investors right now, let's let them digest it. And we will follow up with you, Jonathan. Don't get stressed. You made a good pitch. And next time it will be even better. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Jonathan. And I want to invite right now the startup Tristan Alliance and the founder, Frank. Frank, are you ready?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Frank. Yeah, we hear you. We see you. Can you please share your pitch deck?
Yes, I'm doing it. Wait just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Need to share the entire screen. Probably it's easier.
As you prefer.
Okay. You can see my desk, right?
Yeah, right now we see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nelly. Thank you. Nice to see you, everyone. Today, let me introduce you Tristan Alliance. So we are a Web3 marketing community management solution, a SaaS solution to bridge the newly added crypto asset with especially existing internet users. We are a Polygon and near grant projects and also a loyalty solution partner of Microsoft China. And here the issue we are facing for everyone, if we want to build a Web3 projects, usually the builders, we are fed up with the community scam and churn, right? And we are disappointed with especially the low DAU and the penetration rate within your community, either it's Telegram or Discord. Although Telegram, Discord, and social apps like Kakao, they provide abundant new user supply. But why there's a huge gap? There are almost 1 billion users. Why? Right? But the majority of our Telegram or Discord community, we can see there are probably thousands of people there, and the penetration rate usually beyond like 3, 5, 8%. So it varies, but still stays very low. But what's the issue? How to resolve it? So our solution will bring the 3 key points to convert massively the existing user from Telegram, Discord, and apps like Kakao, and to onboard them with a built-in account, embedded, engage them through its automatic asset distribution and activities, and nurture them with community insights and loyalty programs. So that's an advantage of Tristan, really help community managers to link the existing billion level of users and Web3 projects, okay, to improve the quality, but not just only get the so-called net earning users. And here is the architecture of our solution. You can see all our customers can come to configure a specific bot and specific activities on our backend, and they can inject different kinds of widget, asset, or loyalty programs and membership programs into their community, either it's Discord or Telegram, for tasks, community contests, mini games, community NFT assets, or any kinds of cryptos they want. This is a basic view about the solution architecture. Then I will give you a quick demo.
Hi, in this video, I will introduce you to the Tristan Alliance and explain how it can help with projects in Web3. Tristan Alliance can be used to manage your Telegram or Discord groups, and it provides tools to help maximize community activity and add value to your projects. Additionally, you can issue assets through the platform in a private domain. It's very convenient to view tokens and NFTs in my account using a simple passphrase. Let's take a look at what Tristan Alliance's backend looks like. We configure these quizzes, red envelopes, campaigns, and more in the backend. Tristan Alliance's backend allows the issuance of membership NFTs with multiple levels of hierarchy. Community members can earn points and use them to upgrade their membership level, or use tokens to purchase any NFTs available within the community. In the CRM, you can access information about every member of your community. If needed, you can filter out specific individuals, view their details, or select a group of people to award tokens or NFTs.
Okay, so hopefully that gives you a basic idea of what our solution looks like. And here is a partners and customers we are building. So the solution has already been operational on the major EVM compatible blockchain ecosystem. And we have also our established resale partner to promote our solutions. And we have now dozens of customers from Web2 and also Web3. In Web3 industry, they are from DeFi, GameFi, and also the DAO organization. From Web2, there are customers from the online entertainment and also the fintech sector. The tractions we have built by far, by end of this month, let's say we just released our commercial beta version, and we are now functional on the major EVM chains, and we have 10 plus business clients, more than 20,000 built-in accounts, and more than 2,000 community NFT issued. We also selected for the Zone for Asleep accelerator. This is a major accelerator program in mainland China. And then the fundraising we are looking for is that in our previous round, beginning of last year, we have raised $1.2 USDT with the investors, including Inman and also some European names like Offensive Assets, Capital 369, and also the funds from the Asia Pacific like Waterdrip, Fundamental, and Spark Digital. And for this round, as we start to accelerate our go-to-market process and also to enhance our product, we look for $2.4 million, and there's already 1 million committed and for this round. And the usage of this round, where we are going to deploy the fund and business projection is that in Q2, we aim to bring more than 20 Web3 customers and more than 2 major Web2 customers for implementation. And in second half of this year, it will be a very important milestone is that we will have more than 50 Web3 customers and up to 5 Web2 customers with $200,000 as revenue. Some of this revenue are already under discussion and could be committed even before end of Q2 and should be entered into our account in second half of this year. And in a long run, toward 2025, we aim to have more than 3,000 Web3 business customers and 200 Web2 customer account, and also with a yearly revenue from 3 to 5 million and more than 10 million built-in account, more than 300 million NFT and fundable token issued through our account for our customer, specifically for their private traffic pool in Telegram and Discord community. Okay.
Frank, please, just the last sentence to summarize because you are getting out of time.
Okay, so it's last page is overall the team. You can see the team has abundant experience in Web2 and Web3, and especially we have established solution resale channels. Aaron from Newtopia and Eric from Reward Media, they are the established Web3 marketing agencies. They work with their clients and we work with them to provide the technical solution. With Eric, we are currently demonstrating our solution for Sephora in France for there to deliver their NFT-based membership card in France retail chain. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. So let's go to questions from investors. Please unmute yourself to ask a question. Federico, Casey, Victor, Alex, David. Frank, seems there are no questions from investors for today, so let them digest and we will follow up with you shortly.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. So right now, let's move to the next startup, Sharkrace, and Jane will present it. Jane, are you ready?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm just sharing my screen. Yeah.
Yeah, we see your screen. We hear you very well. So please go on. 5 minutes, please.
Yes, hello everyone again. My name is Jane, so I serve as a CMO for the Sharkrace project. And we are the world's first project with upgradable NFTs and new generation play-to-earn games. Great utilities, premium graphics, sustainable model, max ROI, max fun, all this makes Sharkrace a new sensation in a very competitive still NFT and GameFi market. So in today quite volatile world, we offer not just a single asset, but we have built an ecosystem consisting of 4 models. Unique upgradable collectible NFTs, King Sharks, 2 play-to-earn games with Meta Sharks, the native token, and the marketplace, which is a trading platform. And our NFTs are unique from the first point because they were created and drawn by award-winning artists who have worked for top brands, including Disney, and they're belonging to exclusive collection. But we, unlike many other projects, offer not just buying and selling pictures. So what we offer is a self-developed NFT customization platform that is packed with really crazy premium, super rare accessories and even GIF animations. So you can, for example, try a Donald Trump hair or add on a freaky brick in your head. Soon you choose something, the operations are powered by smart contracts, and the smart contract will actually change the metadata, not just the cosmetic look. So the rarest NFT king that you build, the higher is your shark power, and shark power means lifelong revenue from the treasury. The second part, the second model are the games. So we have 2, the race and the battle. The battle is a card game, Web3 cross-platform multiplayer, and we have the Battle Live. The races are really super beautiful graphics, so they can be actually taken as a Web2 game in terms of quality. To date, we were able to create engines and mechanics for both games, and we are still working on different modes. Our aim also is to attract Web2 gamers, creating frictionless of integrating them on our platforms. And one of the things that we are building is a betting option. The betting option will be accessible even without holding an NFT, so it can attract Web2 gamblers to the project as well. The price distribution is executed independently by smart contracts as well as on the Rarity Upgrade platform. As I mentioned, we have a marketplace. So this platform serves on a commission-based model, and we also plan to integrate advertising on the marketplace in future as a monetizing thing. And the roles that the user can choose in terms of the project are really there are lots of them. There's a variety of roles, so you can enter just as a visitor and watch and bet. You can drop in and place bet on somebody else's game, or you can go up to a king and receive different values and benefits from different models, and also from combination of them, because it gives multiplication. And the system works also depending on numerous parameters, including the usefulness that you bring to the ecosystem and the number of assets you have and so on. So plus there is a triggering combination of fortune involved. So it's not that the much you spend, the more revenue you get. You have some coefficient of your rarity and coefficient of your fortune. So basically, We all know that the GameFi market was one of the most developing ones, and even now lots of teams are aiming to conquer it. However, it's not a secret that even hardcore GameFi patriots, so to call them, feel disappointed as a large number of NFT and especially turn-based systems are actually coming to the logical end because of the pyramid in the foundation of the economy. So this is what we have made different in terms of tokenomics and economy, having worked for it for the last 6 months with a top Web3 economy architect. And compared to pyramid, where the newcomers pay to return investment to first-come players, we have diversified the treasury replenishment and created a sustainable model. So basically, hopefully, we believe it's going to be a new benchmark for the whole industry for the project economies. And programmable assets in the market are also showing their race. And this market is going to evolve in the next 3-5 years. So dynamic NFTs we created will play a big role in this. Shortly about the team, behind the Sharkrace is a global team of enthusiastic individuals. We got strong vision. Our structure consists of 25 plus in-house teams, 2 art companies, game studio, and contracted teams, for example, such as market making. Our co-founder is a recognized, currently Barcelona-based blockchain expert. He is a top 10 blockchain entrepreneurs to follow in 2022 by Benzitna. And our dev team has won quite a few hackathons on different chains. Coming to the partners and investors who are already on board, we have 35 plus quite big names, including Shimao, 21, and Azuma from Japan. And that makes us globally represented. Furthermore, we handpicked our investors based not only on the investment size and their deal, but also on the values they can actually deliver to our project, such as marketing, collaborations, community events, and etc. So we have started at the end of 2021. And we already achieved quite a lot of milestones. We have already closed our privates and raised $1.5 million. We have 2 working demos. We have 3,000 plus demo users. We launched a challenge for the Shark Battle game in August. We have NFT upgrade platform, which is Leaf, and everybody who's interested can actually play there and try to put some crazy stuff on the demo sharks, which are on the platform. But if you have your own shark, you can wallet connect it and you will be able to play with it right now. Because we already have released 1,000 early bird NFTs, King Sharks, to the very, very early bird holders. And we have Sharks community that supports us, 56K in Twitter, around 17 in Discord, and the same in Telegram. We have backers, and we have the new economy benchmark that we created. But
please, just a couple of seconds to summarize your pitch, okay?
Yeah, so our aim and the nearest plans is to expand the game's mechanics. We have very many ideas to attract different audiences. We have multiplayer and tournaments in progression, and global creative marketing, and developing up to the DAO mechanism in terms of our community. So the tokenomics, I'm sure you can evaluate yourself, because there is no need to go into the figures. Just the last thing I'm willing to share with you is how we have an allocation. We still have an allocation in the strategic round of around of around 150K. That was a reservation for the KOLs that we wanted to attract, but I believe that we know some of them have lost trust so far. So we decided to enter a business community that in mind has so successfully created and offer this last allocation to you if you would be interested. So thank you for your attention and feel welcome to join our ocean.
Yeah, thank you, Jane, for your presentation. And it's really great that you joined this brutal men's club. Okay, so questions to Sharkrace and to Jane, please, from investors. And this is the startup. As you saw, they are planning IDO on 25th of April. So quite in a short time. Investors, please.
Hi there, how are you? Just a quick question. You mentioned like it's already on demo. Would you be able to maybe share with us some of the recording potentially? And also regarding the products, when is due to go live? And also keen to hear what are sort of feedbacks from your demo so far? Maybe some numbers that you could share. That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just struggling with Zoom. Yes, the demo version is here.
Look, no worries, Jane, because in Zoom, sometimes it's really difficult to make the stream of the demo. So I believe you can just answer if it is. Oh, okay.
I think it's in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here you see we have different layers and we have some crazy accessories. Some of them are blurred for the big audience because if you connect your own shark, if you hold one already, you will see all the trades. But now it's a couple of them. You see there are animated ones here. So they're moving and that's a working demo that we have. So the shark in this window is we have a selection of different demo sharks, and then you can place a panda on the nose, for example.
Mm-hmm. Casey also asked about users' feedback after your demo.
Yeah, well, the first feedback that we usually get, and it's a very pleasant feedback that everybody likes the sharks, because the sharks were created by award-winning artist called Gorday. He's based in the US now, and he won Cannes Lions Award, which is like an Oscar in advertising industry. So he worked with Toyota, McDonald's, and all this stuff. So he created the collection and he created the graphics and he collaborated with the gaming studio in terms of gaming graphics. So we get lots of feedback about the quality of our visuals. Regarding the shark demo battle, there was a challenge. So you had to win the match, not losing a certain amount of energy. And we also have some feedbacks on the website. So the gamers really liked the gameplay. As for the shark races, our demo is for Windows only currently. So you need to download it. Unfortunately, it's not like a cross-platform solution yet. But by the way, the shark battle was played on one of the conferences in Portugal, and we have a snapshot of people playing the game while somebody was presenting. So the races, they are beautiful, but the file is quite big to download it. But still, we have about 600 gamers who played it, and we had a Twitter spread the word contest. So they shared a lot of feedback, actually also giving us ideas on different mechanics, and we picked up some of them and put it in the roadmap as well, because they were very, very creative with this, such as a raid when you play, you race with a mass PvE mode, and also there is a playoff event and events that can be cross-promoted with big sports brands. So like going live, like real Formula 1 races and so on.
Mm-hmm. Casey, are there any questions remaining?
Yeah, I have a couple more questions, but I wouldn't want to drag them so long. So let's just maybe I'll get in touch privately and discuss further.
Of course, we will gladly introduce you to Jane directly. Thank you, Casey, for your questions. Any more questions to Jane? I think not for the moment. Jane, thanks a lot for your presentation. So right now you can stop your screen share.
Yeah.
Good. In Mind team will follow up with you shortly and introduce you to Casey and other interested investors. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And the last but not least for today, the startup from US, Collector Crypt and Tom Holberg. Tom, are you ready?
I'm ready. Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah, very well. And
nice.
Right now we see your screen as well.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much, everybody, and thanks for hanging in there. I know some of you are, Newman, I think you're in Hong Kong, right? So it's getting pretty late over there for you. I appreciate you sticking on. So Collector, we're building a platform to allow users to tokenize or digitize their collectible assets. And going to get into a little bit more. Let's see. How does my presentation go? There we go. So the way it works is we allow users to safely store their high-value trading cards. This is kind of our first, MVP that we're developing. So think about Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, or sports cards. And once they store and vault them, they receive a tradable digital token in exchange. And then these tokens, they're based on Solana NFTs. They are highly tradable on our own marketplace. Obviously, they can be composable on Magic Eden. We're partnered with Magic Eden. They could be traded on any other decentralized marketplace as well. And at any time that you could come to our platform and burn the NFT and redeem the token for the underlying physical asset. So there's always a one-to-one correlation. If the NFT is in circulation, that means the asset's in the vault. If the asset's in circulation, that means the NFT's been burned. And our goal and what we've seen is that time, transaction fees, taxes, risk, and fraud are all significantly reduced by digitizing your collectibles and trading them on our platform. A little bit of our history, we raised a $900,000 seed round last year. You see all the investors there. Just a shout out to FunFair. I know you were in the audience. Thank you so much for your investment. Right now, we're seeking a lead investor for a $2 million equity safe at a $14 million pre-money valuation. And that will be an equity round, and there'll be token warrants included in that. So collectors face a number of challenges, and I'll just speak briefly about it. I'll go into more detail in the next slide, but it takes a long time for an individual user to go in and get all of the data that they need to be able to sell their asset on eBay, for example. It takes about, say 20 minutes to 30 minutes to even just prepare the listing for the item. Also, eBay is cheap, right? eBay charges 12.9% transaction fees. Some other marketplaces like, Golden or Heritage or PWCC charge 20 to 25% transaction fees of sales of these collectible assets on their marketplace. And in addition, think about, global trade or a peer-to-peer trade where you have somebody in the United States, you might have somebody in England, shipping an asset from US to Europe or US to Africa or US to Asia or vice versa is fraught with risk and danger. The asset can get stuck in customs. The asset, it may be the person selling it. There's certainly a lot of fraudsters out there. Maybe the person selling it put a different scan on and are shipping you a lower quality item. So these are all things that happen every single day. And, just in my own experience, I've been doing trading these cards for about 30 years. About 2% to 5% of transactions, have some of these types of issues. So when I say it takes 2 hours to trade a card, that's if it goes well. I've had to spend, 20, 30 hours on some transactions, especially when they get stuck in customs. So what I say here, imagine if you're trading Tesla on the US stock exchange and it took you 2 hours to trade your Tesla, and then you had to pay, Fidelity or one of your brokerages 10% in transaction fees. But this is what collectors do. So here's just a list of all the different steps you need to take to sell a card on eBay. And what we're going to do is you'll be able to create an auction. Actually, 2 minutes should be more like 10 seconds. Transaction costs, we're going to drop that from 12.9 down to 2%, and instant settlement, which is what we're all talking about here on the blockchain. So the way it works is a user, and this is all live right now. So you can do this today if you own, any of these graded cards. You can deposit a card into a vault. We have a very simple on-ramp process on our platform, collectorcrypt.com, which is live. You'll be able to, ship the cards in. Once they're shipped, they are securely stored and insured. And we're partnered with leading world-class vaults. We, as a crypto company, people don't want to send us millions of dollars worth of cards, but they're comfortable sending these cards to a vault, for example, that's been in business for 25 years, that has over $1 billion worth of cards in it already. So we're working with a few of these vaults already, and we're looking to expand to a global kind of a vault aggregator type of system. Once the card is in the vault, we mint these NFTs that are transferred to your wallet. And then once you have them in your wallet, you can trade them as you would any other NFT. We have customized legal wrappers that basically state that whenever the NFT is traded, you're also trading the ownership of the underlying physical asset. And we're building this to be very simple for non-crypto users. We're going to be integrating credit card purchasing, email wallets, so you're not going to have to hold your own keys, all that kind of stuff. So in a few months, it'll be as easy for a non-crypto user to come to our platform and buy a card and have it shipped to them. So a little bit about the collectibles market. We estimate last year there was about $700 billion worth of transactions. Obviously, that's a very big market, so let's segment that a little bit. So of that 700 billion, about 75 billion we feel are addressable in our version 1.0 launch. So that includes cards, comics, coins, and stamps. Wine, art, and cars make up, the bulk of the rest of that 700 billion. We're not going to touch those yet. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Our initial launch is in collectible cards, and there's about $20 billion worth of transactions for graded collectible cards on an annual basis. You can compare this to the NFT heyday of, I think the number was 41 billion, but that's assuming all the wash trading and all that kind of stuff too. So collectible cards themselves are as big, if not bigger, than the NFT market total. And the market's growing. There's about 17 million cards being graded on an annual basis. Here's just some screens. I just want to show you how beautiful our platform looks. We spent a lot of time on UX, a lot of time trying to make this look very nice. Here's an individual card screen. So you see there in the middle, all of the different metadata. You see the blockchain Solana. You see the vault address there on the bottom right of that center panel. We have extremely high resolution scans. You could actually zoom in to see individual pixels on the card. And we did a quick test, and it took us about 400, looking at 400 different auction listings on eBay to find one that even approached the quality of the card scans that we have on the platform. And what can you do? So obviously protecting and insuring your cards. Some of these cards, that's a Mickey Mantle rookie card there. That card's probably worth about $1 million. These are things you don't necessarily want to keep in your house. So we protect and insure them in our leading vault partners. You're able to trade it right now on our marketplace, which is live. In a few months, we're going to be starting to release our alpha and beta version of collateralized lending. So for the first time, you'll be able to take these high value assets and be able to borrow against them using kind of the familiar DeFi type lending protocols that we're all familiar with, like Compound and Aave. You'll deposit your NFTs in there. Because there's such deep real world markets, we'll be able to determine the value of these assets using these external price points. And then you'll be able to borrow, 40, 50% against the value of these cards at DeFi rates. So right now, USDC, I think you can borrow for like 4 or 5% on Aave. So this will be market leading rates that you could borrow against these real tangible assets, which is super exciting.
Please finalize.
Okay, I'll finalize. Revenue model here, 2% transaction fees. We have a lot of really exciting token utility. I'll skip through that. And then our team, I've raised over $100 million for various projects over my 25-year history as an entrepreneur. Dax, our CTO, He's a digital marketing expert. He's built websites and marketplaces for Fortune 500 companies, including NFL, Airbnb, Hustler, Disney, and some others like that. And so, I think we have a great team. We have a great product. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you for really good and very energetic presentation. Yeah, please, questions to Tom and Collector.
Hey there. Just quick questions regarding potentially if there's any sort of interactions between traders on your platform, sort of social elements.
That's a great question. And in contrast to eBay and some of these others, we are enabling a lot of social interaction. So for example, if you go to our platform and create an account, you're able to drop in your Twitter handle. You're able to drop in your own personal website and information. We have a Discord where traders can meet up and discuss and negotiate values of these items. So our goal is to, in addition to providing a safe and easy, low cost, low time marketplace to be able to trade, we want people to really enjoy their hobby with people buying and selling. High value items like cards worth, $50,000, $100,000 are rarely traded on eBay. And that's because people prefer to meet in person and prefer to interact together. To do that, obviously avoiding the 13% fees on a $50,000 card is in there too. But yeah, we are definitely building a social community for this.
Are you satisfied, Casey, or you have a follow-up question?
Yeah, no, I just thought it's a pretty interesting idea. Would you be able to maybe put me in touch for further conversations?
Absolutely, that would be great. Thank you.
We'd love to put you in touch. Thank you for your question. Any more questions from VCs here? Tom, I have a question from the chat. What is the critical mass of users that you need to reach in order to reach break-even?
So that's a great question. I mean, critical mass of users to reach break even. I mean, all of the founders, we've been pretty successful, in our lives, previous to this. And so none of us are taking any salary. None of us are needing to generate income from this. But obviously, it's nice to get paid at some point. But so it's a little bit warped by that. But our burn rate right now, excluding development cost, is probably around $10,000 a month. The idea, let's say if we get, $10 million worth of cards in our platform, we believe that that'll put us to cash flow break even if there's about a two turnover. So each item is being traded twice on our platform per year. We have a lot of financial models that we're happy to share with interested investors. If we get to $1 billion worth of cards on the platform, and keep in mind, in total, there's around $70 billion worth of graded trading cards in existence. So we get to $1 billion worth of graded cards. Our annual revenue just from the marketplace will be around $50 million per year, and that assumes a turnover of 2. So each asset's being sold twice per year. And we believe that the right now, if you take a look at eBay and you take a look at the velocity of transactions for some of the high value cards, these items are trading at about once every 2 years. So we're thinking that by lowering the transaction fees, by making it easier to trade, by improving the trust for people who are interested in trading these things in a much higher velocity fashion, for the cards on the platform, we believe a 4x on the turnover is appropriate, and that's an assumption that we're making.
Yeah, love this answer. And as you mentioned, you have already all the financial projections, estimations, right? Also the correlation between the number of users from both sides, seller and buyer, and potential revenues.
Yeah, we have all of that, and we can discuss the assumptions which are critical. I mean, we could show you a spreadsheet that'll have us taking over Amazon in 5 years, but that's not reasonable, right? I think the biggest challenge that we have is that, unlike other NFT projects, we can't hit a button and mint 10,000 cards. So we're doing a lot of work right now onboarding, whales, stores, large collections. And, I just wanted to share a bit of good news. We're bringing on a Yu-Gi-Oh collection worth about $300,000 in the next couple of weeks. And we are in final negotiations with one of the largest Magic the Gathering holders in the world. And he's probably going to bring on about $1 million worth of Magic the Gathering cards next month. And so we will literally, being a brand new marketplace, we will literally have one of the deepest inventories of trading cards in the world. And, our plan is eventually, as I mentioned, to introduce credit card payments and to basically make a seamless UX so that even non-crypto users can be at comfort using our platform. And it'll be identical to what they've experienced on another Web2 marketplace where they, add the cards to their shopping cart, check out with their credit card and get the card shipped to them. That's our goal.
Perfect. Thank you, Tom. Any more questions to Tom today? I guess everything is clear for the moment. So we will follow up with you shortly with the feedback from VCs. And I remind to all the founders, please ensure that on your startup profile on InMind, you have updated pitch deck. So we do not struggle with sending your latest details and data to investors. Every investor will receive from us your startup profile and the pitch deck. And once we have the feedback, we will come back to you with introductions. Right now, you can stop your screen share, Tom.
Yeah, I'm navigating to the button. There we go. Sorry about that.
Awesome. And I want to thank everyone. We are done for today. I know it was 1 hour and 40 minutes, quite a long, but I hope productive. And thanks a lot, Abdul, for making it happen. And thank you for the founders and for the investors to contributing. Hope we will see new deals coming soon and announce them publicly. So good luck to everyone and enjoy your evening or morning or day, whatever part of the planet you are in. See you on the next session in a couple of weeks. And with the founders, keep in touch with you shortly with follow-ups. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Take care.